Alright, and with that, we are live here on the April 2018 channel update. I guess there was no sound on that update intro, but I'll have to fix that in post. So yeah, I will probably upload this at a later time. So yeah, but yes, welcome everybody to another edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. I am your host, Andy, or Andy Man TGBD, host of the Gaming Beatdown, and we are here on March 28th, 2018 with the April 2018 channel update. Happening a few days earlier than it normally does. There's just a reason for that, just because, well, I'm not going to be able to have time sometime in a few days before April to actually do this, so that's why we're doing it a few days earlier than normal. So yeah, we're like a couple days still before the next month still, but yeah. But yes, today we got a lot of stuff to talk about here on the channel. We got some stuff regarding the schedule for the month of April coming up here. We also have some stuff regarding the Mario Kart 8 Wii U future for Mario Kart Sundays. We have the caster of the month to be announced, and we also have the Q&A session as well, that you guys can send me questions right now if you would like to. There's a command that you can use for Beatdown bot. It is ! Ask Andy. And you can post it there, or if you're actually in the Discord server, it's under the stream announcements, so you can click there, and you can send me questions and whatnot, and we'll do a Q&A to end the show. So yeah, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, and or this whenever you're watching this, basically, and yeah, we'll talk about that starting right here, right now. But before we get underway, we gotta do one thing that we always do, always do when it comes to the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, and that is to give a nice shout out to all our current subscribers who are subbed to the channel. And it's our monthly sub shoutouts. We shout out to everybody who is a sub to the channel that helps support the channel and make it better and even more freaking amazing. So we'll give some shoutouts right here, right now. So thank you to Billy3802, 007565, aka Volano. Thank you to Grady Dose, Super Mutant 2099, Apparition, Lemon Lizard, Co-Paylord, Trend Wreck, 5 Uberpone 2, Takata, Infinity, who's subbed for the first time this month, so thank you very much. Thank you to Rasher24, Dual Vision, FD907, The Random Reject, Chibi Manny, and Kirk64. So yes, thank you for those of you who have subbed to the channel. I do appreciate it. Helps support the channel a lot. Keep in mind, it's always a 100% optional thing to sub to the channel, so you don't have to sub to the channel to get the most enjoyment here. It's just the way if you want to help support me for what I do to keep it going and make it even more freaking amazing, as I like to say. So yes, so yeah, thank you very much for the subs. I do appreciate that. So yeah, moving on here. Move on to our next thing, and that is our month recap, as it's still not spelled right. I'll have to fix that for next month or whatever, but yeah. So here we are for the month recap. Let's talk about what's been going on here on the channel, just in case you guys have been following or just been not too sure what's going on here for the past last month or so. So yeah, so we're currently going to talk about some Let's Play nights, which is our playthrough nights, what we do every Friday or Saturday, or Mondays, depending when I can cast, or whenever the schedule decides to go haywire, which it tends to do every now and then. So yeah, so for Let's Play nights, what has been going on here on the channel? Well, we actually completed our second of 3 replays that you guys voted for back at the anniversary show back in October, and that was Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. I just had some craving to play it for like the longest time, and thank you for everyone who actually voted for it to be replayed. We actually pretty much did a lot of the stuff that you can do in the game. Basically, we did the story, which was the main focus. We did the Pit of 100 Trials, and I was able to defeat that for the first time in my life. I've never actually been able to beat it before, so that was my first time I actually did that. Kind of like how I, a couple years ago, where I beat Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 2 for the very first time ever on stream. That's the first time I actually beat Paper Mario's Thousand-Year Door's Pit of 100 Trials here on the on the channel, which is awesome. I mean, it came pretty close. There was times where it was looking like it was not going to happen, but then we got lucky with the bingo draw, which I think I was able to grab some 3 mushrooms and whatnot. So yeah, and that's awesome. And we actually got to level up a few times during that. I think I actually took down 2 amazing daisies out there. There's one thing I kind of wish we did during the playthrough was actually get the guy who would actually make it so then you can actually get what is it? I guess the curse, technically, like in the first game, where you can like basically just get constant curses that occur. So basically, you can get attack boost, you can get like defense boost, get like star bit boost or like money drop boost or something like that. But unfortunately, I never actually did that throughout the playthrough, so I was not able to get the curse to happen during a Mazy Daisy. And I actually didn't run into a Mazy Daisy during one of the chapters that they currently are in, and which I believe are in Chapter 4. But that's okay. We still made it out for a pretty fun game. I mean, I'm glad I actually got to replay that again. It was the first time I actually played through that since, God, when I last streamed it on your channel, which was the first time. And that was back in the end of 2012, so yeah, it was very fun. The whole playthrough is now currently up on TGVD Archives, so you can watch it there if you want to, or you can go to the collection section here on my Twitch channel, which I will talk about that in just a moment, actually. Yeah, and you can watch the whole playthrough there, or replay there, whenever you like, so yeah. What else has been going on here? Well, we've been continuing game number 140 here on the channel, and that is Persona 4 Golden. As of this time, we're currently sitting at 7 days into the game, so yeah, we have a we've been going through this game pretty well, I would say. I mean, this is my first time going through a game from this franchise before, and this is the first one I actually wanted to play through on the channel. And I gotta say, it's been going pretty smoothly. I mean, yeah, even though I only playing the game on normal difficulty, I'm having a blast playing through this game, and I think it's becoming one of my favorite games I've ever played personally. I haven't even finished the game yet. I mean, we're still pretty much early into the game. I mean, maybe the halfway point even. Like, what are we in right now? We're currently in August in the game, so yeah, we're still pretty early in, technically. But yeah, I've been looking forward to playing this game every time I stream, so every Saturday night or whenever I get to cast this game, I look so forward to playing more of this, just because, I don't know why, it's just very, very fun. I don't know why I kept this series to be held off for such a long time. It was once a running gag where I would always announce something. I'll be like, oh, it's going to be a hit RPG, and it's not Persona. It was always something different. But nah, I'm finally glad we actually got to finally play, or are finally playing through it. It's still going to last for a couple months still, just because, yeah, it is an Atlas RPG, and they will definitely take forever to complete. So, like I said, I don't expect this game to still be completed till around maybe late May or mid-June, somewhere around there, maybe July, depending how much content there is and how long I take when it comes to specific parts. But I think I've been going pretty smoothly in the game, so that's great. And thank you for everybody who's been there watching it live, helping me with some tips and whatnot, because we've actually been making some pretty awesome fusions for Personas, and we've actually been doing pretty well when it comes to doing what we should do on specific days during the day, like when it comes to like ranking up social links and all that loveliness. So yeah, I mean, I do appreciate that. I mean, this is definitely one of those games I don't mind some little bit of a hand-holding just to get some tips on what I should do, but as long as it's not like story spoilers, I'm okay with that for sure. But when it comes to like just saying what you guys would think would be best to do, that I always appreciate. So I do appreciate that a lot, because when it comes to JRPGs or RPGs in general, I just tend to just I have a bad sense of direction of what I should be doing and whatnot, because if I feel like I'm not doing something right, then I feel like, well, that's gonna suck. It's gonna end up making me feel like it's not going very well. So I'm glad right now it actually is going pretty well for our first numerous of casts that we've currently done. So yeah, and I'm looking forward to more of it here in the month of April. And also, we've been currently starting up game number 141. We're currently on 2 streams of this game at the moment, and that is Sonic Mania. We've currently finished up a playthrough of Sonic and Tails with all the Chaos Emeralds with the true ending, and we just recently finished up Knuckles' playthrough and got all the emeralds with him. And now we're currently on Tails' playthrough, and we're pretty much coming to an end for this game. Like next cast for that game is pretty much just going to be the wrap up for the game, so we're basically just going to be finishing that up next time we actually play it. So yeah, it's coming to a conclusion, and we'll be announcing our next game following the conclusion of the finale of Sonic Mania. So, and I will say, you guys will probably like what's going to be coming up next, and yeah. So stay tuned when that happens at the conclusion of Sonic Mania. I mean, Sonic Mania, I should mention, I have not done a 2D Sonic game here on the channel before, so that's actually the first time we've actually played a 2D Sonic game, and yeah, we definitely need to play more of them because they are fun to play. And I think they're pretty easy games to like play and do commentary over when it comes to live streaming personally, but yeah, I mean, I don't mind playing them. They're pretty fun. But if I ever do like any of the other like classic Genesis games, they're probably all gonna go like Sonic 1, 2, 3, or no, Sonic 1, 2, CD, 3, and Knuckles all in like one go, basically, just because they are pretty short and they can be done in like a cast or so, and not even like 5 hours. So it'd be best if we basically go through all of them in one go. Basically, it'll make the playthrough a little longer too. So yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing that up. So yeah, thank you. So yeah, that's basically what's been going on for Let's Play nights. Let's talk about late night beatdowns, which we've actually had a few more streams of late night beatdowns recently than it has been in the past couple months. Yeah, because just I've been busy when it comes to work schedule and all that stuff. But thankfully for this month, we've actually been able to do a lot of late night beatdowns, and the first of 2 late night beatdown streams. Yeah, I know we had 2 late night beatdown streams this month, and the first one being Fortnite and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. I'm guessing Smash Bros. Was voted by the viewers just because, well, the new Smash Bros. Has been announced for the Nintendo Switch, and yeah, I mean, I can see why people are excited for it, and I'm excited for it even too. But yeah, I mean, I'm surprised people voted for that to even be played, because yeah, it hasn't been played here on the channel for like God knows how long. So I mean, I was a little rusty playing it, but I still kind of got the groove with it, and we kind of played it a bit of a casually. So we just had some items and all that stuff just for funsies and whatnot. Once I get like better at the game again, I'll probably go back to like no items and all that stuff. Just for now, just playing it for funsies and just doing like casual item modes and all that great stuff, just because that's how Smash was developed to be played. I mean, you can say, well, it's also competitively, yes, that's true, but I always have some enjoyment when we do item matches too at times, so yeah. And like I said, we also played some Fortnite, a game I've been recently getting addicted to, and I've been playing it on the PS4, because that's the version I've been playing on, and yeah, I mean, you'll probably see Fortnite a lot more here on the channel, because yeah, it's super fun. I mean, I suck ass at it, but I really enjoyed playing it. Especially a lot of viewers have enjoyed me playing it too, and I enjoyed playing with them as well. And yeah, we definitely need to play more Fortnite here on the channel. And yeah, I mean, I've been addicted to it lately, so yeah, that's probably the only thing I've been doing like off stream, like when it comes to gaming. I've been just playing Fortnite, trying to do well in solos, and I think the best I've ever done when it comes to solo games, I think I have gotten 4th. Yeah, 4th was the best I've ever did. So I got 4th overall in a solo. That was the best I've ever done in Fortnite. So I'm only just going up now. So hopefully I can learn to do some building a little bit better and whatnot. So yeah, I got connected to PSN yesterday. But the best thing about Fortnite, by the way, I should mention this. Good thing about Fortnite, you don't even need PlayStation Plus in order to play it in online. I know people who have it on PlayStation 4 actually don't even have PSN or like a subscription right now, and yet you can still play it even without it. So that's awesome, I have to say. So good on Epic Games for that. But one thing I need them to fix is their whole little where you're connecting your account to another account. So like basically, let's say if you're making an Epic Games account and you want to connect your PlayStation account to it. Unfortunately, for some reason, it's like bugged for whatever reason. So I guess what happened is when you like first boot up the game, and then it asks you if you want to make an account, and if you say no, it basically automatically makes an account for you or something. So I have to figure out how to fix all that shenanigans and whatnot, because I just want to get my my Twitch loot for the month, so I can get like the little stuff on there. So the little costumes that they have for the game, so I can wear it and whatnot. But unfortunately, because of this, I can't do that right now. So I have to hope they can actually fix it, so then I can easily connect my accounts, both of my accounts together, so then I don't have to worry about that. Because I was able to connect my Xbox One with it to no problem, but when it comes to my PSN, it just doesn't allow it. It says I have an account made for it, so it's weird. I don't know how. So hopefully they fix that, or I can find a way to fix it. Because I've been told if I contact them, supposedly it deletes your progress or whatever. So I haven't actually decided to do that yet, because I didn't want to lose my progress, because I've been doing pretty well on my stats. So yeah, so I don't really want to get rid of all that. So yeah, but hopefully they fix that down the line, so then I can actually do that. Because if I don't do that, then I can't really host what is it, crossplay, because this game actually is crossplay with each other. So yeah, if I can get that working, that would be awesome. So then we can anyone who has it be able to play with us. So that would be awesome. But that depends whenever they fix that. So yeah. And then secondly, we have another late night beatdowns cast following tonight, or this podcast, like on Thursday, March 29th, we'll be here with Late Night Beatdowns, and we're going to be here with a debuting game once again, and that is going to be Sea of Thieves. That's going to be one of the games we'll be playing, and then whatever you guys vote for. So that's what's going to be happening on our last Late Night Beatdown stream for the month of March. So who knows what will be played? That just depends what you guys vote for. So yeah, that should be fun. So make sure to go vote for that poll. It's up right now, so make sure to go do so. And yeah, that's been basically Late Night Beatdowns this month. Just because it's only been 2 streams, just because my Thursdays have just been packed and just not allowed to be open. So, but thankfully you'll have good news about Late Night Beatdowns for the month of April, and we'll talk about that once we get to the month schedule here. And last but not least, has been Mario Kart Sundays, and Mario Kart Sundays is always, well, Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So yeah, that's basically what's been going down for that. Always fun playing that with everybody. We've been actually having technical difficulties when it comes to the servers with both games lately. I don't know what's going on with that. Hopefully it might just be my end or something like that, but hopefully I can get that fixed and whatnot. So yeah. And if somebody did sub in the chat, thank you very much. I just don't have the alerts up for the podcast. But so I should mention this real quickly. If you ever sub or resub during the podcast, I don't have the alerts up, so I don't see them at all. So I best to do is probably save them during an actual cast, and then I'll actually do that. But thank you for whoever resubbed. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. So yeah. But yeah, it's back to Mario Kart here. Yeah, we've been hoping it's just my connection or whatever. I'm guessing what's happening is that I guess someone else is using it at the same time. I've been having a lemon issue basically, where someone else is using it and it kicks me off the game. It's not kicking me off the stream. It's just kicking me off the game for whatever reason. It's kind of weird, and it only happens specific times. So yeah, so it's weird. But yeah, hopefully I can actually get that fixed up or whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lemon. I had to call it a lemon issue because you were having that kind of scenario. So yeah. I'll resub when offline. Oh, okay, that works too then. But yeah, hopefully for this month we actually get that sorted out, because it's been happening a lot when it comes to the Switch version, and it's only just recently started with the Wii U version. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically what's been happening this month. That's basically what this month basically brought us. So yeah, it's been a pretty active month, I have to say. I mean, the schedule's kind of been a little all over the place at points, but what can you do on that? Stuff gets in the way, life gets in the way, and it is what it is when you're not a full-time caster here on Twitch TV. You only stream like a couple days a week, so yeah. So yeah, what's going to go happening in the month of April? Well, we'll talk about that real quickly right here. Well, for Let's Play Nights, we're gonna be finishing up Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania's only got one more stream left, and that's with our Tails playthrough. So once we complete the Tails playthrough with all the emeralds, we'll just showcase some stuff that you can do that's besides that, all that stuff, and some funny eggs and whatnot, and then that basically concludes Sonic Mania, which then we will announce our next game for slot 1 for Let's Play Nights. We'll also be continuing Persona 4 Golden, which will be going on for the whole month still, so if you've been enjoying Persona 4 Golden, get comfy, because we're still going to keep going with that for the next little while here on the channel, so yeah. And like I mentioned, the game that will be announced after the conclusion of Sonic Mania, you guys will probably like, and it's probably going to be something you'd be like, oh, that's a little soon, but yeah, you guys will probably like what's coming. Late Night Beatdowns. Yes, there's going to be a lot more Late Night Beatdown streams here on the channel. I'll tell you guys what days those will be played. I'm looking to do some more Fortnite for Late Night Beatdowns as well. And definitely like to get Sea of Thieves to be played a lot here for this month. So those are going to be a lot of my choices when it comes to Late Night Beatdowns this month. And then what else? I'm not sure what else I would really pick, honestly. I mean, maybe Overwatch could be picked. I mean, I haven't really tried playing Overwatch again, and I'll talk about that in just a moment here when we get to some channel updates and whatnot. But yeah, it just always depends what you guys will vote for. You guys still always will get to vote what game you guys would like to play for the viewer's choice portion. We have a lot of variety now, which is great. Still looking to try to bring back Cards Against Humanity. I just need to get the time just to make a layout for it, just because yeah, it would be nice to just have a nice layout instead of it just being like this basically. So if we can get a nice layout for Cards Against Humanity, that would be awesome. So hopefully we can actually adjust that at some point. So yeah. And also we have Mario Kart Sundays as well. Yeah, it's still gonna be Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Still looking to try to implement more Mario Kart games. Just Yeah, especially Wii, if I can bring that back at some point, that will be awesome, so yeah. But yeah, maybe there will be some updates regarding Mario Kart Sundays for new games of it, at least sometime down the line, but we do have something to talk about for Mario Kart Sundays coming up, and we'll talk about that here later on, so yeah. But yeah, that's basically what's going to be happening this month. Basically same old stuff, nothing really too different or out of the ordinary. That's basically what's going to be going on, so yeah. So moving on, we'll be talking about the month schedule for the month of April, and yeah, we'll talk about that right here, right now. So let's go bring over our nice little handy dandy thing here, and here we go. So we are here, as you can see, these are March still, so let's talk about our first stream for the April 1st, on Easter Sunday, April Fools, whichever you want to go with, and we'll be here with Mario Kart Sundays, and we'll be here with the Switch version of Mario Kart Sundays. So if you have the Switch version, that'll be the version we will be playing this week. We're going to also have a special Wednesday cast, and we'll talk about this here in just a moment, of Persona 4 Golden. That's right, yes, there's going to be a Persona 4 Golden cast on April 4th, so yeah, come on by for some of that. That should be fun times as always. April 6th, which is like Friday, we'll be starting up our next game. That's going to be announced following the conclusion of Sonic Mania. What game that is, you'll have to wait and see. April 9th, we'll be here with Mario Kart Sundays on a Monday edition. Yes, we'll be here on a Monday edition of Mario Kart Sundays. Now, you're probably wondering, what's up with this week here? What's going on here? Well, the reason for this is, well, the reason why I'm not doing a cast on Saturday is because, well, I also, I work that day. I also worked on the Thursday. And then Sunday is also WrestleMania, and I kind of want to watch WrestleMania this year because the match card looks awesome this year for once. And yeah, I actually don't want to miss WrestleMania this year. So that's why Mario Kart's going to be happening on the 9th, not the 8th. I could stream on the 8th if I want to, but I figured nobody would really want to come by because that's going to be happening. So I figured we'll do it the next day just because I want to watch Mania. So that's kind of the reason why that's going to be happening then. So yeah, Persona's on the 4th here on a Wednesday randomly just because, yeah, I can't actually stream on the Saturday, so that's going to be pushed a few days beforehand. Yeah, and then originally what was going to happen is that, I should mention this, originally it was going to be the 4th and the 5th, or no, the 4th, yeah, the 4th and the 5th will be the days, or no, the 3rd and the 4th, yeah, sorry, the 3rd and the 4th were originally going to be Let's Play nights, but due to some stuff that were changed, yeah, we're actually back to doing it on a Friday now, so which is good. So originally it was going to be Sunday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and then no stream until all the way till Monday of that week. So that's basically what that was going to be. So originally, because my work schedule was originally going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I was going to take a day off to watch Mania, and then we would have did Mario Kart that next day. So that was originally going to be it, but now it's back to this. It's going to be the 4th, the 6th, and the 9th for that week. So that's how that will work out, and I think that works out a little better, so yeah. April 12th, we'll be here with Late Night Beatdowns. I'm not sure what I'll be playing yet, and once again, you guys can vote for your viewer's choice portion for that. Let's Play Nights will be happening April 13th. We'll be continuing whatever the next game has been announced. April 14th, we'll be here with more Persona 4 Golden. April 15th, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for Mario Kart Sundays. So yeah, we'll be playing then. April 19th, we'll be here at Late Night Beatdowns. April 20th with a to-be-determined game that we'll be playing currently. April 22nd, we'll be here with Mario Kart 8 Wii U. So that's what we'll be playing then. And then April 23rd, this is actually still kind of in the air right now. This could be happening on the 23rd, or it could be happening on the 21st. I still haven't heard back yet, so that could change. I'll let you all know if that changes or not. So yeah, I'll announce it like on stream announcements or whatever, stuff like that, or just announcements in general. So yeah. April 26th. We'll be here at Late Night Beatdowns once again. So yeah, we have 3 Late Night Beatdown streams for this month, which is great. My Thursdays are actually open for this month, which is awesome. April 27th, we'll be here with To Be Determined, whatever we'll be playing then. April 28th, more Persona 4 Golden. April 29th, we'll be here with Mario Kart Sundays, with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And then April 30th, we'll be here with the May 2018 channel update for the Monthly Beadown Podcast. So yeah, that's basically going to be this month's schedule. And like I mentioned, if anything changes here, it is destined to change time-wise, daytime, or day-wise, or anything like that. If something does occur, I will update everybody, and I'll update the schedule as soon as something happens. So yeah, that's basically how that will work too. You can always find my schedule here at the top of the screen. If you're on Twitch, you can find it all the way up to the top there. I guess I can't really show it because I have it cropped off there. But it says events there. You can click the event. It'll tell you there. Or if you're looking at this on my Twitch channel, you can actually go down in my info section. And there's a nice little schedule there that will update every time there. So it's basically this schedule that you see here, basically on my layout there. So yeah, that's basically how that is. So yeah, there you are. That was the month's schedule. So like I said, if anything changes, I'll let you all know on social media or on stream or whatever, whenever something pops up. And yeah, that's basically what's going to go down for the month of April. So yeah, I have a bit of an announcement now. It's regarding something for next month. So yeah, I figured I would announce this a little earlier than normal. And that announcement is the Birthday Bash stream. Yes, we're going to be doing the Birthday Bash stream here. Once again, it's going to be a day before my actual birthday, just because the reason for that is because my actual birthday lands on a Monday. And I figured we would actually do the birthday stream on the weekend, which is a Sunday. So it's going to be May 6th, 2018. My birthday is actually May 7th. So I will be doing the birthday stream on May 6th, 2018. I have announced that that will be the official day. What's the theme for this year? I have not yet decided yet. I'm going to be spending most of this month kind of deciding what I'll be doing for that. I have a few ideas in my mind right now, what I'll be doing. But throughout the month of April, I will announce what the actual theme will be happening. So there probably will be a bit of a update video I'll just upload here onto Twitch or something like that, or I'll upload it to YouTube and I'll just do like a little like me talking basic kind of thing, talking about the birthday bash. So yeah, the 7th annual birthday bash stream will be coming to you live here May 6th, 2018. So get hyped for that, and sometime down this month, we will be announcing the actual theme for birthday bash and what's going to be happening for that. And if you guys haven't been to a birthday bash stream before, it's always a 12-hour stream, so I'll be live for 12 hours, and we'll actually be watching the best of the past season video again, just a replay of it if you guys didn't see it during the anniversary stream. So that's basically what's going to be happening during my little intermission when I'm not actually casting. So yeah, so yeah, it's going to be a 12-hour fun time. So yeah, there you go. That's going to be happening then. So look forward to that. That should be good. Good time. Alright, so now we'll talk about the fun little segment I like to do, and that's every month if I buy anything new for game-wise, I showcase them here. And yeah, we have a few games that I have bought for this month, and we'll showcase them here through release order that I got them at. So yeah, we'll showcase them here. And first game that I got for the month of March was, well, Sea of Thieves. Yes, Sea of Thieves is the first game we bought for the month of March, and this will be played for late night beatdowns a lot. It is a multiplayer game. It is basically an open world multiplayer game where you're playing as pirates and whatnot, and it's made by one of my favorite video game developers of all time. You see that right there, Rare, and you can see my camera showcasing on the case there. But yeah, good to see Rare making games again. I've been hearing good and yeah things. It's like this game's been a bit of a mixed bag from what I've been hearing. So yeah, so I don't know what you're talking about with horse race. Oh, for the birthday bash? I have no idea. So yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this with a lot of my viewers, as it'll be Andy Man and the Beatdown crew sailing the 7 seas here on Late Night Beatdowns. It should be pretty fun. So yeah. The next game I actually bought is one game I've been looking forward. It's probably, besides Kingdom Hearts 3, this is probably my second most anticipated game of the year, and that game being, it finally has come out, and that is Ni no Kuni 2. Yes, there it is right here. The PlayStation 4 version, in fact. This game is also on PC, but I got the PS4 version. This is a game I've been looking forward to for so long. I played the first game back in the Season 3 finale, and I was like, you know what, I'll buy the sequel if it comes out, and yep, here it is right here. It is right here. I don't know when I'll be playing this exactly yet. It still is being decided. This originally was supposed to be during, I should mention this now, this game was originally going to happen during the Empty Wallathon Marathon, but unfortunately it got delayed, so this game got pushed back till whenever the heck I decide to. So yeah, looking forward to this. If you guys don't know, this is a JRPG franchise made by Namco Bandai, and they have the influence of the art style by Studio Ghibli. So if you've ever seen films like Spirited Away or like Ponyo, for example, this is basically the art style basically based off that. So yeah, and the combat is apparently a lot different compared to the first one, so that's pretty cool. It looks a little more action-packed based, more than like a Pokemon-based like game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time, ever since it was announced, like back in like one of the PSXs a few years ago. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been looking forward to this. Hopefully it's great. A lot of people have been hearing a lot of good things. Apparently people are saying it's better than the first one, but the combat is a lot easier. So yeah, hopefully I enjoyed this one just as much. I probably will. I kind of am a sucker when it comes to games that look like this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I did mention before it was going to be the next Bandai Namco JRPG that I'll play. So yeah. And last but not least, this game actually came into me last night when I got home from work, and that is Far Cry 5, which is a sequel to a pretty awesome FPS franchise I like. Yeah, I mean, I like FPSs, I like Far Cry, especially like Far Cry 3. I've got to stream that here on the channel, but we have played Far Cry 4 as a playthrough here on the channel, for one of the Empty Wallathon marathons. Maybe expect this sometime down the line during the season. Who knows, we'll see. And yes, I got the PS4 version of the game, so that's the version we'll be playing. So yeah, hopefully this game is a little better compared to 4. I liked 4, but it felt like it was just a little more of what 3 had to offer, basically. But hopefully 5 will be just as fun, because the setting is a little bit of an interesting one. Normally Far Cry's in like a very like unique, like weird, interesting island. This game takes place like in the U.S., so should be interesting whenever we get to that. So it looks like it's pretty fun. I've seen some gameplay of it. Looks pretty good. So yeah, we'll have to see how that will go. I always liked Far Cry. Far Cry's always been pretty great. When it comes to Ubisoft series, I used to be a big Assassin's Creed guy. I mean, I'll prove it right now. I mean, as you can look up there, I have Assassin's Creed statues of AC3 and AC4. But Assassin's Creed lately has kind of just been dwindling for my hype as much. I did like Origins that recently came out, but I don't know, I don't really care too much for the plot when it comes to Assassin's Creed anymore like I used to, but that's just me personally, so yeah. But hopefully Far Cry continues to be good, and hopefully this one is just as good too, because yeah, I'm looking forward to eventually play that whenever we get to that. And yeah, 5 seems pretty neat. I loved 4. Yeah, I liked 4 too. I think 3 was just a little better for the story, but that's my personal preference, so yeah. But yeah, that's basically all the games we got for the month of March of 2018. There will probably be some more games I'll be buying during April, but we'll see. I'm trying to actually save up for a few things when it comes to this little guy right here, this guy, because there's some stuff that has come out that I want to pick up, and there's some stuff that is coming out that I want to pick up for it. So yeah, I'm not sure when that will be. So yeah, there's actually especially one game that's coming out that has a release date that I think will be awesome for late night beatdown. So I'm looking forward to when that releases. So yeah, that was basically all the games I bought personally for the month of March. And if you bought any games during this month, feel free to let me know in the comments or in the comment section down below, or the chat, whatever, and I'll read those when I'm going through some stuff here. So yeah. Alright, so next up is some channel updates. So I have a few things I got to talk about in regards to all this. As you may be knowing, when I've been casting the past couple days, I wouldn't say I guess I should say myself personally. I've been trying to see if I can find different ways to capture my Elgato. Because if you guys don't know, I actually have upgraded my Elgato capture card back in November, I think it was. And since then, I've just been kind of having issues when it comes to capturing the damn thing. While I'm actually streaming, it'll be running fine at first, and then it'll start randomly just like skipping or lagging at some points, and then it's like, that's kind of weird. That shouldn't be happening. I have a compatible PC to actually stream it, so it's kind of weird. So I've been trying sometimes the past couple days, or a couple casts at least, trying to screen cap the actual game capture HD software, and then having it pop up here on the screen. But unfortunately, I've been noticing it actually takes up a lot of CPU usage, and I guess my CPU was just acting weird for some reason. So I actually have reinstalled Windows again. This is actually the second time I've done that on this PC, and since I did that, I mean, still the CPU usage for it was a little high, so I was trying to figure out another way we can do it, and I did not know this existed, but it never showed up for me until like now. So I actually was able to add a new source under, I guess it's under, devices and webcams and all that stuff on the XSplit. And apparently there are 2 different Elgato devices, I guess. So there's an Elgato Game Capture HD, and then a Game Capture HD 60S, and I'm guessing I'm supposed to be using that one. It never showed up originally before, so I don't know why it's now just showing up. I have actually reinstalled my drivers and whatnot, so maybe I just wasn't aware that that happened. So yeah, I guess now that happens. That ever since I've been using this, guys, my CPU usage is gone. It's gone down now. So I'm thinking, I guess the 2 other like the ways I've been trying to capture it just are increasing like the CPU usage for some reason. So yeah, my CPU usage has actually gone down now, which from doing that. So that's exciting. So I actually have just used that actual way of capturing the footage on the previous Mario Kart stream, and actually it didn't start skipping at all. So that's a good thing. So I didn't have to like stop the cast, restart the capture in the middle of the cast, and then resume what I was doing. So thank God for that. That was only for the Wii U, which the capture card actually has no issues with this console for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's everything else that actually tends to start skipping on. So the real test will happen probably during the late night beatdown cast tomorrow for Sea of Thieves and all that stuff. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that will work out and whatnot. So hopefully it works out, because yeah, I'm liking that my CPU is a little lower. I've also said I restarted, I've reinstalled Windows 10 here on my PC. I haven't lost any of my settings or anything like that, like any of my like folders or any of my programs or apps or whatever. I basically just reinstalled just for like, I guess, BIOS or stuff like that, just to make it all fixed up and whatnot. I have not tried streaming any PC games yet, again, just to make sure, just test to make sure it's running smoothly or whatnot. So if I can get Overwatch to work again like it used to, that'll be great. And I'm thinking maybe the reason why it was taking so much CPU usage when I was trying to stream it is because maybe it was because of the Elgato capture. I guess it was one of the devices under webcams for exploit. Like I said, I was using Elgato Game Capture HD originally as my capture way for it, and then I went and tried using a screen capture on the actual program itself, but now I'm using Game Capture HD 60S. So I'm thinking it was probably the capture card originally that was causing a lot of the lag or whatnot. So if it is that, that'll be awesome if that was the reason for that, because if that'll be pretty happy if that's all it was, because then if I can run Overwatch PC again like I used to, like no problem, where it was like no lag or anything like that, that'll make my day. But if not, I'm thinking it might just because my RAM might be just not capable anymore, so I may actually need to upgrade my RAM, because I do have 8 gigs of RAM in this PC, but I'm thinking maybe 8 gigs is not enough anymore, so I may have to buff it up to 16 or maybe a little more. But we'll see. I'm thinking it might just be some RAM I might just need some RAM so I can run more programs more smoothly or whatever. So I'm thinking that might be what is needed. So, but yeah. Second of all, as well, as I mentioned before, when it comes to archives, here on Twitch TV, I actually been making some new things here. So there's actually a little section at the top there if you're on Twitch, by the way. There's a little button up there that says collection, excuse me. If you click that, it'll give you a nice little playlist of all the stuff I've been playing through for this season. So I've actually been doing the same thing like I've been doing on my archive channel on YouTube. So I've been making nice little playlists, so if you guys want to watch them on there, they are up there and all of that good stuff. So here, let me just showcase it real quickly if I can find my channel here. I'll screen cap this real quickly just to show it. Okay, screen cap. Oh, hold on. It is, it's because I'm in full screen on XSplit, that's why it went down. So yeah, if you're looking at this right here, oh, that was weird. So if you're looking at like this, it's like this thing right here, if you click that, it'll give you a nice little, like, it'll bring you to a nice little page. I'll showcase, like, a lot of, like, playlists of all that stuff there. So that's there, just for whatever reason, if you ever watch them here on Twitch. Because if you watch them on Twitch, actually, believe it or not, you actually get the chat feed when you watch them on there. So if you're watching them on just there for whatever reason, it does have the chat feed always there. So that's good. So if you want to just watch it with the chat feed, that's an option that you can do. So yeah, I just thought, you know what, because I think a lot of people tend to check them out on Twitch as well, just because I've been trying to do a little more Twitch uploading and stuff like that, just to make my Twitch channel a little more lively when it's off-cast or whatever, because I've been doing like vodcasts and all that stuff, so I figured, you know what, maybe we'll actually start doing some uploading to like Twitch as well, compared to just YouTube, because who knows if YouTube will even be around. Well, I mean, it still will be, but if it will even allow you to do that kind of stuff in the next number of months, so we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm sure it won't, nothing will happen, but just to be safe, I've been doing that for that, just so I can save them on Twitch as well. Not all the archives, keep in mind, like a lot of the older streams are not even existent here on Twitch anymore, so they're all on my YouTube channel, but yeah, it's just another way just to save up all that stuff, so yeah. And then last but not least, another thing I've been doing originally now is, when it comes to my Twitch alerts, you may be noticing that whenever you host a channel, there hasn't been a notification at all. So if you host a channel without streaming, you don't get a notification from that. It only will say you hosted it in the chat through Beatdown bot, or I'll just notice this little notification there. I have changed it now, so then you can only get the notification if you bring over a few number of viewers. I think the limit might be 3. If not, I might have it at 5, but I'll switch it to 3. As long as you have 3, it will bring down the little notification. Just because there have been times where I've just been streaming like a playthrough or whatever, and then I don't know where someone hosts, and then it just comes down. There's like this rain of freaking hosts that happen, so it's like that kind of interrupts everything. So I figured we'd up the viewer number just so it doesn't always affect everything every time. So that's the only reason why we've done that. Another thing as well for the notifications is we're actually now no longer, because if you guys know, I do have it so it just pops up here on the channel or on my broadcaster. I've actually gone back to just popping it out on a internet browser and then just screen capping it that way. Just because it looks smoother doing it that way. For some reason, for whatever reason, I don't know why, it just lags up sometimes when you see like the notification slide down, like it'll lag up at times. I've actually been using it now so I can just screen cap that, and it just comes down smoothly and nicely like that, so yeah. We've also turned off a bit of the little effects that happen, so whenever like someone hosts the channel or whatever, there's like little kappa faces or stuff that pops up. But I've been noticing it has been lagging up the broadcaster at times, so I've been trying to just take that off, and since I've done that, it's made things a little smoother and whatnot, so that is good, that is good. I think it just might be just because of a recent XSplit update that's caused all that, so just the reason why I've done that, just to make sure everything is running smoothly and nice again, so yeah. So yeah, that's basically been what's the channel update for the month, so yeah. One other thing I wanted to talk about, this is a big one. I have mentioned it on my previous Mario Kart Sunday stream for Mario Kart 8 Wii U, and it's regarding the Mario Kart 8 Wii U's feature here in the channel. So recently a lot of people have been actually picking up Switches now, along with getting copies of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I've been noticing that numbers have been dropping off when it comes to the Wii U version, because yeah, I mean, if I was like somebody who plays Mario Kart and gets the Switch version and had the Wii U version, I would just play the Switch version, honestly, right? So there was like no point of even playing the Wii U version as much anymore, as much as the Switch version, and I understand that. I mean, I don't really get too many people playing the Wii U version as much anymore, so I have decided, but I've actually been brought up to my attention by a lot of my, one of my mods at least, and asked, after a specific Nintendo Direct that currently happened, asked if, how much longer would I be considering doing the Wii U version of Mario Kart 8, and I've been kind of thinking about when to stop doing the Wii U version of Mario Kart 8, just because, I don't know, just feel like there's really no more purpose of doing both versions, just because it is the same game, and the only difference is that you get 2 item boxes or whatever, and just different battle modes or whatever. So I figured maybe it's for the best if we do only just one version of Mario Kart 8, and that would be the deluxe version, just because it's the superb version of the game, since it's got more content and all that stuff. But the idea was, when will I ever stop doing the Wii U version of Mario Kart 8, which is the plan to do. Yes, I will be eventually dropping Mario Kart 8 Wii U for Mario Kart Sundays here on the channel, just to keep Mario Kart 8 Deluxe its own separate Mario Kart 8 game to be played here on the channel. But I had decided to extend how many weeks left I'll do for the Wii U version of Mario Kart 8. We're currently sitting at right now 168 weeks of Mario Kart 8 Wii U, and the idea is to drop the game after 180 weeks of the game, just to give everybody a chance to play with me one last time for the Wii U version of Mario Kart 8. I figured that'd be a good number to end on, just because it gives still a number of weeks still. Originally I was thinking maybe 170 or 175, but I figured, you know what, we'll go to 180, and that should take around, I'd say, I was looking at this, like, the calendar, and it looks like it may take around, like, around September, around the end of the season, so that lines up pretty nicely, I would say. So yeah, that's basically what I'm planning on. So we're gonna end it around 180 weeks or so. So yeah, rip 200. Yeah, rip the 200. I know. I wish I could have did 200, but you know what? There's really no point, like I said, anymore to doing this Wii U version. I think more people are more looking for the Switch version. So yeah, so I'm gonna probably drop it around week 180, so that will be the plan. Which, like I said, that's still a long ways away. So keep in mind, we do 2 weeks every 2 weeks. Every week we swap between the two, right? So that's still a ways away. So it's gonna, it's still gonna drop and end at a week number 180. So that's gonna be the plan for that. If you have any questions or concerns about that, you can ask me in the comments or in the chat, or you can ask me on Discord or Twitter or anything like that, and yeah, and I'll gladly answer those questions for you there. So yeah, there you go. That's basically my Mario Kart 8 update, and just the channel updates in general. That's basically that. So yeah, like I said, there was a few things that had to be talked about here. But now we're gonna go to our next segment here, and that is our caster of the month. Every month here on the channel, I do a nice little shout out to a caster who should get a nice little shout out, and people I like to enjoy watching. So last month was actually Evil Heel Gaming, and he was our last month's caster of the month. And this month, excuse me, I don't know why I say week. But this month, for the month of April, we have a caster who's been going on for quite a long time, and he's a pretty awesome dude, and yeah, very, 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 very cool dude as well. And he should definitely get a lot of support too, which he definitely does, I should say. But I think he's pretty awesome, and we'll play a clip of his channel right here, right now. Oh, that's triggered. Triggered. Where is it here? Do I have it here? I guess I don't. Okay. I guess I'll have to upload the media file here. All right, fair enough then. I guess it doesn't save. I didn't save it. All right, that's fine. But we'll do this then.
Oh, it's more hits. No!
Okay, we'll replay that one more time.
Oh, it's more hits. No!
There we go. Awesome. So it did actually pop up, so that's good. So yeah, there's our caster of the month for the month of April, and that is Crimson. Yeah, awesome. Crimson is awesome. If you like Mario Maker and stuff like that, he's definitely a guy that does a lot of Mario Maker, and hopefully Mario Maker does make it to the Switch, because then he can actually get more of a viewing from that. So yeah, there you go. Crimson is our caster of the month. You can follow him over there at twitch.tv/Crimson with 3 N's, by the way. So go check him out there. He's awesome. And I like his little avatar there. He's a little Mario Maker guy. And make sure to celebrate Crimsmas when it is Crimsmas. So yeah, there you go. That's our cast of the month. Make sure to go follow him if you haven't. I recommend him. He's pretty awesome. He plays all the Nintendo games and all the fun stuff. So I think he recently got a PS4 too. So he'll be doing a lot of that stuff there too. I think he just recently played through GTA 5 on his channel. So yeah. All right, so we're here now for our last segment. Excuse me, of the cast, or this month's edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, and that is our Q&A session. That's right. So if you'd like to send me a question, you can send them to 3 different ways. You can use the Twitch extension down below in the corner there. Just click that little icon, and you can send me a question, and I'll answer it here on the channel. Or you can use the Beatdown bot command !Ask Andy, and you can fill out a nice little submission form, and I will read the questions that are sent there. So yeah, we got a few questions to answer here today. So we will go through those right here, right now. So yeah, and I got a lot of spam from Kirk that just says info his name and Twitch his name. So we're just gonna refund all those. Holy crap! You sent like a spam load of them. Alright, hold on. We almost got them all out of here. Jesus. Like, it's insane how many he sent. It's crazy. Like, I pressed so many, like, redeem or refund accepts. Like, all of these notifications have popped up. It's insane. Alright. So there we go. So we'll go through our Twitch extensions questions first, and then we will move on to our Ask Andy ones from the document ones. So yeah. So our first question comes from Billy, and he asks, "Do you have a Marie in your room, a trash can?" I do, and she's sitting right around the corner there. She's right there, and whenever I feed her, she says, "Oh my god, you stupid idiot, I love you." And yeah, so I do have a Marie. She holds all of my trash, and yeah, it's awesome. So she does her job very well. So thank you very much, Marie. Thank you. So yes, I do have a Marie. So thank you very much. Next question is from Trevorhead. If you're a Flames fan, why not move to Calgary? Because I don't want to. I'd rather live in Edmonton because Calgary smells like cows. I hate to say it, but it's true. Plus, I like it here. It's where I was born. I was only became a Flames fan because my dad and my mom moved to Calgary when they first got married, and then they moved all the way here, and that's where I was born, which was in Edmonton. So that's basically how I became a Flames fan. So yeah, most of my family, you're either a Flames fan or a Leafs fan. So you're one of the two. Or there's also the Oilers fans, but there's not too many of them. So yeah, but yeah, that's why I'm a Flames fan. Is because I was raised as one. So yeah. Well, thank you very much for the question. Next one's from Evil Heel. He asks, who do you think is likely going to win the Stanley Cup this year? I mean, that's a good question because it's really hard to judge. I mean, you could look at a team on paper and you can be like, that team's winning because of that roster. But because of the playoffs, the NHL playoffs, since it's a 7-game series, like for 4 rounds, anything can happen, honestly. So I'm going to look at the standings real quick to see who's really in there because I kind of have given up caring for my team because my team's not even in the playoffs anymore. They've been eliminated, unfortunately. So I'm just going to take a look who is currently in the running here. If the playoffs started today, who would win? Let me see here. So in the East, I would say in the East, my favorites in the Eastern Conference are probably the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Boston Bruins, or the Penguins. Those are like my 3 choices there. The Capitals are also on there. I would love to see the Capitals win for Ovechkin. The Ovechkin deserves a cup, but because of the Caps' history for choking and not going past the second round, I don't see that happening. So yeah, it's either going to be Tampa, Boston, or Pittsburgh for me. Those are my choices for the Eastern Conference. In the Western Conference, honestly, I could just only really see Nashville, pretty much. Maybe Vegas because of the year they've been having, but that's highly doubtful. I don't see that happening. But if that does happen, wow, what a year for an expansion team for their first year in the league. Not only to just make the playoffs in their first season, but also win the cup in their first year. That would be insane. But if I'm gonna be like completely honest, I would say probably Nashville has the best chance out of anybody in the Western Conference. That's just how I feel personally. Everybody else has hit or miss moments. I mean, I will be bandwagoning the most on the Winnipeg Jets because they're a Canadian team. I mean, the Leafs are also in there, but screw that, screw the Leafs. I don't want to hear anything about the freaking Toronto Maple Leafs because I have to live with listening to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Basically, this is how living in Canada is when you're cheering for anybody but the Maple Leafs. So I'll be like, hey guys, I recently just bought Far Cry 5. Oh, that's very interesting. But how will that affect the Toronto Maple Leafs? Well, I'll tell you what. If they don't play Far Cry 5, well then they are fucked. They are never going to win the Stanley Cup. It's going to be like, the only time they're going to win the Stanley Cup is if everything turns black and white again. Like, if there's black and white TVs, that's the next time they're going to win the cup. It's like, Huh? Hello? But yeah, that's basically how living in Canada when it comes to coverage for every Canadian hockey team. They don't care about anybody else but the Leafs or the Habs or Connor McDavid. That's it. That's the only thing that comes with when it comes to living in Canada coverage for hockey. They cover every other team, but they'll always come back to the other team. So it's like, oh, the Flames, oh, they just signed this awesome player. He's very, very hype. That's cool, but what does it matter? How does this affect the Toronto Maple Leafs? I mean, I don't know. Nothing, because they're not in the same conference. They're not even in the same division or conference for that matter. Or it could be like, you know what? Coca-Cola is my favorite beverage. It is freaking amazing. It's my favorite soda pop. Really? Well, how does that affect the Toronto Maple Leafs? Yeah, that's basically how living in Canada is. I mean, I'm joking obviously with the Coca-Cola and stuff like that, but whenever it's talking about like hockey analysts and stuff, or like just stats wise or whatever, or like player wise or whatever, it's always back to the Leafs. That's always how it is. And if you're an American viewer, it'll be the same thing when it regards to the Blackhawks, the Capitals, or the Penguins. That's basically what I've been told, at least. Those are the three teams they only care about in the U.S. So yeah, that's basically what it's like there. But yeah. But anyways, back to the question for like who I think has the best chance of winning the playoffs. Once again, for the Eastern Conference, I say it's Tampa Bay Lightning, the Boston Bruins, or the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then in the West, most likely just the Nashville Predators. But yeah, but I could be wrong. Like, I could totally jinx all those teams right now, and freaking, I don't know, who let's see. Freaking Columbus Blue Jackets will win the cup. Just watch that happen now. So yeah, so there you go. That's who I think will win. So thank you for the question there. I appreciate that. That's a good question actually. I haven't gotten a little hockey questions in quite a while, so thanks for that one. All right, so now we'll be answering questions now on the Google Doc here, and we got a truckload of questions here. So we'll quickly spam through all these here real quickly here. So our first question comes from Supermoon. He asks, have you ever not finished a game and regretted it? On stream, there was one time, but I actually have come back and actually finished that, and that was Jet Force Gemini. And this was back in the day when I actually didn't have a capture device at all, so I was emulating all my games, and I didn't have the best hardware for my PC. And yeah, so unfortunately, with Jet Force Gemini, if you're not aware of that game, that's a game that only works very well when you actually have an N64 controller. If you try to emulate the game using a different type of controller, it doesn't work very well. And yeah, so I actually had to hold off on that game. It was actually originally part of a double feature here on the channel. It was originally Diddy Kong Racing and Jet Force Gemini, but I had to cancel Jet Force Gemini just because, well, it doesn't really work very well on emulators. And it got replaced by Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, so that's how that worked out. It wasn't until 2016 when I actually got to play through Jet Force Gemini through my Xbox One through Rare Replay, because they actually released it on Rare Replay, and they actually have a modernized control version of the game. So it actually modernizes all the controls, and it makes it so much better to play, and I was able to beat it and get that off my list, and so I'm like, yes, thank God for that. It was the only game that was holding me back from games I've never played or never finished on the channel that I was originally going to be playing. So I finally was able to finish that and completed it on the cast, and it felt good. So I've never skipped or not finished any other game in the channel. Every game normally I play has always been finished and has always been completed. Not like 100% complete, but just at least got through the story and all of that loveliness. So yeah. Off stream, there's actually one, and it was the sequel to a platformer that came out. I think it's called, let me see what it's called. Oh, it's called Alice Madness Returns, which is a very fun game, but I ran into a game glitching or game-breaking glitch that occurred in one of the chapters in the game, and if I wanted to go back, I got to a save point, and every time I would reload, I would die, and I was like, how did this even happen? And then when I finally got out of it, I actually found out that apparently it didn't save me from getting a key, because I guess whenever you pick up an item in the game, it automatically auto-saves for you. And yeah, so whenever I reloaded the game. I apparently didn't have. I had the key, but I had the key, but the game didn't think I had it, so I couldn't open a door to progress. So, if I wanted to beat it, I would actually have to start the whole chapter all over again. And keep in mind, at this point in the chapter, this is about an hour and a half in, and it's like I don't really want to go through all that again. It's not worth it, honestly. There was some long, tedious puzzles and parts and battles that it was just not worth it. So I kind of just dropped the game altogether, and I was actually having a great time with it too. But unfortunately, because of that, I just stopped playing it. I just never beaten it. So, that was the sequel of the game, and I never played the first game. So if I ever play that game, I have to play the first one because yeah. So and apparently there's a third game for that coming out too. So hopefully there's no breaking game glitches like that again. So yeah, but yeah, that was basically one time off stream. That was like years ago. That was like back when I was in high school still. So, and what year did this game come out? Let me see. 2011. So yeah, that was like my senior year in high school. So yeah, crazy. So yeah, so thank you for that question. I appreciate that. Next question is from App. He asks, if you were to try any non-Persona SMT series, which would it be and why? Well, that's the thing. I really don't know any of the other Shin Megami Tensei series, or just not really too aware of them. I know there's one game that's basically the Dark Souls, or not even. Like, what's like, name every hardest game in the world and put it into this one game, and that game is called Nocturne. And this is a game that will kick your ass. Yeah, apparently it is super hard. It is one of the hardest RPGs to man, and because of App, how crazy he is, he actually beat the game on the hardest difficulty. Why? I don't know, but he did, and now he wants me to go through that pain. I mean, a lot of people want me to, too, and it's like, man, you guys must hate me or something. But, I don't know. I really don't know, honestly, what other SMT games I would play. I'm not really too familiar with a lot of the series. I know there's, like, Shin Megami Tensei, there's some games on the 3DS or whatever, but I'm not too familiar with them. Right now, I'm just really focused on just Persona games, because those are the ones I'm more familiarized with. And I think it's the more, it's their franchise that's more, I guess, more public to everybody. More people even know about it, I guess. It's got the most, what's the word I'm looking for? But yeah, it's the game, that series that everyone knows about more compared to everything else that Atlas does. But the hardcore Atlas fans will know about it. So yeah, and I think there's one coming out for the Shin Megami Tensei game coming out on the Switch. There was also one that was on the Wii U, but that was a crossover with Fire Emblem, and apparently that's kind of weird. So apparently that game sucks. So I had no interest in that. So because I'm not really using Fire Emblem. Yeah, I don't know. It just depends. We'll have to see. But right now, my main focus right now is just on the Persona games, like 3 or 4, 3, 5. The spin-offs for those when they happen. So yeah. But yeah, thank you for the question. I appreciate that. Next question here is from Marie of the Velvet Room. Oh no. What do you want? What's one thing you like about me, and what's one thing I can improve on for you? P.S. I'm not a trash can. Stupid jerk face steak idiot. A steak idiot. Wow. I like her outfit. I like her little bag that she has. I like her hat. And that's about it. So thank you very much, Marie, for the question. Next question is from Goku. And he asks, if you had to pick a team of 4 fighters to face me, who would it be? I would pick Kid Goku. I would pick Goku Black. I would pick Carrot Cake. And I would pick Goku's dad. But no. Basically, I'd just make 4 One Punch Mans, and they would win. Oh, actually, I'd pick a team of 4 Supermans, because Superman beat Goku in Death Battle twice. So yeah, I just got 4 Supermans. So there you go. So thank you for the question. I appreciate that. Next question is from Stay Hydrated Bot. He says, you have been casting for 1 hour. You should have consumed 7 million. Oh my fucking god. This bot's so stupid. Thank you very much. Alright, next question is from Anonymous. How did Ebenezer Scrooge in the football game? The Ghost of Christmas Past. Oh my goodness. Next question. Next is from Dave from Microsoft Customer Service. He says, I am contacting you because our systems have detected that your Windows computer has been infected with a virus which could compromise your system. We recommend that you call us back at 1-800-ASS-MAN so that we can help you with this issue. Thank you and have a good day. Well, again, that's not a question, but I'll make sure to do so thank you. Next question is from Teddy the Bear. He asks, can you tell me a bear pun? I want to use one on Yuki-chan. Okay. Tell Yuki-chan that she's very cute. Okay. So thank you for the question. Or I guess I was answering you or giving you advice. I guess so. There you go. So the next question is from Roman Reigns. He asks, "This is my stream now." No, it's not. Sorry, unfortunately not. Delete! So next question is from Kanji. He says, saying I like dudes. No, I never said I never said shit. So, Kanji, please. Go Troy Baker smash something. So, but thank you for the question. Next question is from Takata. Okay, here we go. We have a question here. Raise his hand. Can we have a farewell party for Mario Kart Wii U? I'll probably actually. I might actually consider doing that because I actually did that originally for Mario Kart 8 Wii when I used to do Mario Kart Wii for Mario Kart Sundays. So maybe we could actually have it on the last ever session of Mario Kart 8 Wii U. We could have a farewell party for Mario Kart 8 Wii U. I think that would be a good idea. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. So when that will be, not too sure yet, but I'll keep that in mind for sure. So yeah, there we go. Thank you very much. Next question's from Marie again. Marie, what the hell you want? Will you stop calling me a trash can? No, shut up, you trash can. Alright, thank you for the question. Next question is from Ed, or Ed? Hold on. Next question is from G? I don't know. But anyways, question is, what's one game you regret playing? Dokapon Kingdom. And, what other question here? What other game I should say? Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. And, I also regret playing Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And, I also regret Mario Kart Wii. And, I also regret, what else do I regret playing? Sonic Forces. I also regret, playing, what else do I regret playing? What else do I have back there? I don't know, honestly. I don't know, honestly. I don't know anything else, to be honest with you. So yeah. But definitely the Mario Kart games. Definitely. Because they bring a lot of heat when I don't play Mario Kart on the caster. If I don't cast Mario Kart, I get a lot of heat for it, so yeah, that's definitely. But for playthrough nights, probably Dokapon, mostly. And probably Star Wars Battle. Oh yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2, I forgot about that. Yeah, I probably regret doing that too. And I don't know, maybe yeah, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, I guess. So yeah, probably those things. So yeah, thank you very much for the question. I appreciate that. Next question's from Edge this time. Okay, it's actually Edge this time. He has, since Mr. Explorer isn't here, what's one thing you've loved about Persona 4 and one thing you think you should improve on while playing? What have I liked about the game so far? Well, there's a lot to say. For one, I love every character that's in the game, even Trash Can. I love the soundtrack of the game. It's just so goddamn catchy. I love just the way it looks. I mean, I know it's a Vita game, so the graphics aren't the greatest, but goddamn, I like how it looks. I like the combat. I like the RPG elements and all that stuff. I like the dungeon crawling. I like the Persona fusing, and I really love the whole social link system. That, in my opinion, is the highlight of the whole game for me. Is the whole social linking. But that also brings up to my next point for the next part of the question, is what I should improve on while playing. And that is spending my time with more social links the best way. Because I need to actually do better when it comes to like forming social links with specific characters, because there are specific characters you need to get them to a specific point or rank up to a specific point in the game, because if you don't, then you can't really get the good ending and all that stuff. And what I'm trying to do is get the good ending. So it's more spending my time right when it comes to the days where I can level up social links and all that stuff, and maybe not wasting a lot of days when I can't level them up. So like when people who are not in the investigation team and I can't level them up, I have to get them up before we go back into the TV again, because if I don't, well then I waste a number of days after I get out of the dungeon, and only a few days to actually level up with people. So yeah, because I need to max out some characters that I really want to max out. I gotta max out well, I don't have to max out a Dodge because he's like a specific point. I'm told I have to get him up to rank 6. I gotta rank up I think Marie to max, which unfortunately she's still pretty low rank right now. I gotta rank up my Bay, Risei, because yeah, I gotta do that. I gotta rank up, well, Yosuke, we're actually almost done, actually. I think we only have 2 more ranks for him, so he's almost done, so that's great. I gotta rank up Chie again. I gotta rank her up, because I've been using her a lot. I gotta even rank up totally Yukiko, because she's like a key point to our team. I guess everybody else too, I mean, if I can. There's some characters I probably won't really care too much on, really, but I'll see if I can rank up everybody, if I can, as much as I can. But basically the main characters is who I'm trying to get ranked up the best. But yeah, but yeah, basically what I probably should improve on is probably spending what I should do on specific days, and yeah, and probably find better ways to rank up, or help rank up social links or whatever faster, so that I don't have to worry and like waste a day to rank up somebody. So yeah, kind of like with Risei, for example, where I can't rank up with her until I hang out with her or something like that. So I need to find ways I can actually do that better. But I think that's the only way I can really do that. But Risei, though, yes, she's best girl in my opinion. And yeah. So yeah, thank you for the question there. But yeah, overall, I've been enjoying Persona 4 Golden. It's a great game. I love it. Glad I'm playing it. Next question is from Vegeta. It says, are you over 9,000? Give me a second here. No, I'm at 6,720, unfortunately. So, not yet. Maybe one day I will be. So yeah, thank you for the question. Next one is from Just a Pancake. He says, what's your favorite video from me? All of them. Every single one of them. They are all great. They are all quality dank Kingdom Hearts memes. And I love them. Their newest video is pretty good too, so I like that one. But also, my name spelled backwards is... Okay. And they're gone. Alright, anyways, so thank you for the question. Next question is from Kippy. Persona soundtrack or the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack? Ooh my, that's a tough question, because I love both, but man, I would have to sadly say Kingdom Hearts, just because I'm bigger fan of Kingdom Hearts over Persona at the moment. But Persona's music is so good too, but I would have to go with Kingdom Hearts because I love so many tracks from that goddamn series, and the soundtrack only gets better every time. And yeah, I mean, there's so many good tunes in that series, so I'd have to definitely go with the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack. So yeah, thank you very much for that. And next up is from Billy. He says, oh, I see what he said. You guys want to know what he said? Hold on here. He says that, but guess what? Hold on, let's make this a little wider here if we can. He said that was his question, or that was his username. And what was his question, you may be asking yourself? Thank you for the question, by the way. Alright, and now for realsies, we actually have an actual question from Billy. And his question is, will TGBD Sports return? Yes, if you guys don't know, TGBD Sports is my secondary channel here on Twitch. It's basically where I play a lot of sports games and whatnot, and honestly, I've been wanting to do so. I just always don't have the time to actually just feel like streaming or whatever. Either I'm working on this channel's stuff, either I'm working, or I'm in the middle of another cast or whatnot, but man, I would totally love to bring TGB Sports back and actually do like some stuff on there. But if I was ever going to do some sports playthroughs, like sports games playthroughs, like the Mario games and stuff like that, Mario sports games or whatever like that, they'd probably be played here personally, just because I get more of a viewer base there. Here, if I was doing like just multiplayer or just like stuff like NHL or stuff like that, I'd probably keep it over at TGBD Sports, which I actually never did a series for the new NHL, unfortunately. So I think it's a little too late to start that up, but yeah, I don't know. It just whenever I get a chance to really stream, I mean, like I said, it's just whenever I ever feel like casting over there. That's kind of been the only thing that's been halting me from doing that. Is just not having the urge to really want to go stream over there. So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a bit of a hiatus because of this channel. Plus, we're also picking up on some big events that are going to be coming up here on the channel pretty soon, such as the birthday bash next month and all that stuff. So I have to prepare for that. So when my schedule isn't too busy prepping for stuff, maybe I'll try to stream over there again. But it just depends, honestly. It's just whenever I get a chance to. It's really not a channel where I have an actual schedule. It's just whenever I feel like it, kind of thing. So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. It just depends, because that's kind of the reason why I brought multiplayer sports games back for Late Night Beatdowns, because this channel gets kind of more noticed. So yeah, so that's the reason why. But if I ever did like single player stuff again, maybe I'll bring it back. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's the question. Thank you very much for that question. And yeah, I think that wraps up our Q&A session for the month of, or the April 2018 channel update. So yeah, if you ever have a question you'd like to ask me for a feature Q&A for the Monthly Beatdown Podcast, you can either use the command exclamation mark ask Andy, and you'll post a nice little thing in the chat there for you to fill out, or you can also click a button down below there. There's a nice little icon, and you can submit your questions that way. There are a couple ways you can actually do so. So yeah, and we'll answer more questions for next month's edition, which will be the May 2018 channel update. So yeah. So with that will basically wrap up this month's edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. So yeah, that was a lot to go through here today. We talked about basically we gave our sub shout outs, which thank you once again to everybody who has subbed to the channel. I do appreciate the support as always. We also did our month recap for the past month of what was going on here in the month of March, which we still have a few more streams left to go, but we basically gave the most rundown of what's going to be going down. We gave our month plans for the month of April. We talked about the April 2018 channel schedule. We announced the birthday bash and when that's going to be happening. Keep an eye out for the announcement for what the theme and all that is going to be. We also talked about some channel updates and whatnot regarding Mario Kart Sundays, just some layouts and stuff like that in general. We also showcased all the games I bought for the month of March, and yeah, and we also what else? And we also did a Q&A session, so yeah, I do appreciate that. So yeah, that basically wraps up this month's edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. I do appreciate everybody coming here live if you're watching it, or if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much. If you enjoyed it, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to click that thumbs up button. I appreciate that. If you have any questions and concerns, like I said, make sure to put them in the comment section down below. You can also send me questions through Twitter or my Discord server, anything right there. Or even, hell, you can even ask me on stream whenever I'm live on stream here on the channel. So yeah. The next edition of Monthly Beatdown Podcast will be coming to you live April in April. Yes, April 30th, which is going to be a Monday, and it will be another night cast because I'm trying to tend to do these podcasts at the night just because it's easier for me personally. So yeah, instead of me having to wake up and be like, oh god, I gotta prep something really fast, and yeah, so it gives me more time to like to decide what I want to talk about and all that stuff. So yeah, but yeah, next month we'll have a lot to talk about. We'll even give a nice little recap, or just a little more stuff regarding the birthday bash. Even though the theme and all that will be announced throughout sometime this month, we'll talk about more about that next month. And what else will be happening. So yeah, hopefully that should be good. Hopefully April's gonna be a good month. I think it will be, because there will be one game that will be coming for Let's Play Nights that people will enjoy, and that's coming to the that will be announced after the conclusion of Sonic Mania. So yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be it. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe for more. And yeah, if you watch me on YouTube, if you're watching me here on Twitch, yeah, follow me if you haven't. So yeah. And yeah, with that, we will be back here next time here on the channel as of this recording tomorrow, March 29th, with late night beatdowns with viewer's choice game, and of course Sea of Thieves. So yeah, that'll be it for this edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. I do appreciate everybody coming by, and we'll see you on the next edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast and the next edition or stream here on the Gaming Beatdown. So until then, you all have a great April or rest of your March, whichever, and we'll see you on the next edition of the Monthly Beatdown Podcast. Take care, and we'll see you then. Bye bye.